Michael, we briefly alluded to it on Cricbuzz Combox, but I think it's worth talking about now. The whole combination of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma opening reminded you of a certain combination from another vintage Indian era?
Yeah, I mean, as pretty on the eye as Sachin and Virender Sehwag. I mean, Sehwag would go out there and play from ball one because he knew that he had, the consistency of Sachin at the other end. Sachin just batted, always had a great strike rate because he's got tremendous options, offside, onside, front foot, back foot. And that's what Virat will bring to India. I mean, I was saying at the halfway house, if India stumbled across their best combination, we'll have to wait and see. This may have been a plan by Ravi Shastri and Virat Kohli to get to this combination, but it seems to me that they stumbled across it. And because Suryakumar Yadav has played so well at number 3, I mean, he just looks like he's completely made for international cricket. Virat's had to go to open because you can't have him at number 4. That top 3 now looks formidable. And I always look at intimidating opposing teams. And when Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma stroll out there and you've only got 120 balls, that will intimidate teams because you just know the way that they can play. They make batting look so easy. You can't go short to them. So the short nature of Mark Wood, Jofra Archer in the first few games, it may work to lesser players, but it's not going to work on these kind of wickets against Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. England haven't changed their approach. And that'll be the one thing I look at in this series. That England went for the short, quick stuff early in the series, and it worked. And as the series has progressed, India have realised that and played the short stuff better by putting better players to face it. And England really haven't adapted. They've just continued to bowl quickly into the middle of the pitch, and India have answered it today with a big score. So India have got better. England just haven't been able to change their way with the ball in hand.
Joy, 3 is very much Kohli's position, but if we rewind to that combination that Michael Vaughan was alluding to, it may not actually have happened had it not been for that one Sidhu injury and the Sachin walking out in Auckland and getting that 82 or 47, and then opening was his slot. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean this will change things for Virat, but it certainly shows how good a move it is.
No, absolutely, and I mean exactly what Michael's been saying for the longest time. Give potentially your best batsmen the maximum time in the crease. Give them the maximum number of balls to play. That's basically the formula of T20 cricket. And a lot of guys discovered early by holding batsmen back, holding resources back, so that they'll do it. It doesn't work in one-day cricket. You've got to front load. You've got to have finishers, but you've got to front load. And if you've got to front load and you have 2 of the greatest, white ball cricketers, batsmen the game has ever seen, Rohit and Virat, fortunately in your team at the same time, why wouldn't you do that? Especially when a number 3 is now coming and putting his hand up every time you give him the bat, he's putting his hand up and doing stuff for you. So I think it's a no-brainer. Whether you've stumbled onto it by accident, whether it's Ravi Shastri's design, nobody cares. I think it's a great idea. This is what the opening partnership should be for the T20.